What's the ultimate test of an air fryer is you should go find a stray cat and put it in the air fryer and see how long it takes to make a perfectly good cat sandwich.
Dude, just find a fucking dead squirrel on the road and then just fucking pop it in the air fryer and see what happens. Let the skin get all fucking crispy and then like it'll peel off nicely. Like the meat should just be like you should just be able to peel it right off. I don't know. I don't know animals like that.
Make chicken wings out of squirrel meat.
Oh god. That would be like Venom Bear roadkill cuisine or something out of a food truck.
Yeah, where we just shoot squirrels or pick them off the road.
Find like raccoons, deer, fucking foxes. What
Now
else?
serving possum.
Yeah, we'll be like the real life Krusty Burger,
Yeah, exactly.
except healthier and probably regulated by the government.
Oh no, no, with me, no government regulations. I want to poison people.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like Krusty Burger probably is barely regulated, so
Oh yeah, if at all.
because they seem to just do whatever they want and nobody cares.
Yes. Krusty Burger is highly illegal.
So, all right, tonight's topic is I already forgot.
Guilty
It's
pleasures.
guilty. That's what I thought.
You have a bad memory.
We all
Well,
do.
if you had given me a few more seconds, I would have remembered.
Doubt.
Kill yourself.
So what's the
How?
topic?
Fuck off.
So wait,
um,
so last time we did guilty pleasures.
no, we're doing guilty pleasures now.
I'm trying to annoy Heroicus here.
I hate you
Oh,
people.
oh, oh, okay.
So wait, so next
Okay,
week,
wait.
all right.
Is the one after this guilty
Shut
pleasure?
the fuck up and let's get on with it. I don't got all night.
Wait, so what are we doing tomorrow?
Shut your fucking whore mouth before I eat your dog and fuck your cat.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I don't have either of those pets, so
I'll get you one. And then fuck it in front of you.
Ooh.
well, to each their own, I guess. If you're into that shit.
So, anyways, guilty pleasures.
We all have them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple.
All right, so ladies first. Heroicus, what's your guilty pleasure?
Fuck you. Okay, I guess one is going like, to a supermarket or whatever and like find the coffee aisle and you just like sit there and just take a good sniff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, but well, not as much anymore, but like definitely if I get the opportunity, like if there's like a store I go to that sells candles, like I'm the fucking weirdo that will like smell the candles.
Yeah, I
Like
can't really
like
do that. It
I'll
gives me a headache.
like I'll take like if it like Yankee candles or whatever, like I'll literally
Yeah.
like pop the lids off and just I mean cuz you can take them off to smell them, but it's like I'll do it for like every single like scent that they have.
Mm.
Wow.
Are you one of those people that takes this Febreze and sprays it in the store so you can smell it?
No, I'm not that weird,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. I mean, I have done the same thing with like deodorants though in the past. I mean, I think you kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's encouraged, but it's kind of like you have to see which one you like before you actually buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with candles, but I do it like even if I'm not buying candles, I'll just do it for fun. But anyway,
For fun? Nice. What's the best candle you've smelt doing that creepy shit? I mean, whatever you're doing.
Don't remember anything by name, but anything where it's, anything that just kind of reminds you of the ocean or, some sort of beach setting
Mm.
or like, I don't know, anything like peaceful morning or like ocean breeze type thing. You get the image.
I have a similar thing, but with laundry detergent. Just
Uh,
the smell, like fresh laundry, like when the steam comes up and you smell the perfume stuff. It's just like the best thing.
hmm Like I'll go on walks and like, or around like nearby neighborhoods or whatever, and if it's the evening, like after dinner or whatever, that might be when like some people are, trying to do laundry and same thing, like their detergents might be so strong I can literally smell it from like fucking 50 feet away from their house or whatever it is.
Hmm.
But yeah, I know what you mean. I can understand that.
Yeah, the thing is with artificial perfumes, it's really easy to go overboard with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like for instance, Axe body spray. I was in a Uber with my mom and my dad, and we were being driven by this guy, and he just like sprayed the shit out of the car to the point that I could hardly breathe from it because
hmm
yeah, it's just like when it's that much of the perfume, you can't breathe it. It just like hurts.
He must have had some fucking sweaty ass people, or maybe somebody puked in his car previously
Oh
and he
yeah,
wanted to get the smell out. That or
maybe.
he's obnoxious. I don't know.
Well, there were always those kids in gym that would do that. They would spray themselves with Axe so much that the entire place smelled like it.
Dude, I remember in middle school, yeah, same thing would happen. Like this was like the early 2010s to like yeah, when like Axe body spray was at its peak of popularity it seems.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like all the kids, thinking they're cool, they would have the Axe body spray and all that shit and the locker room would just be damn near unbreathable. But then the one day I bring my fucking like I was a bit of a dork. I brought like some kind of spray to like prevent my shoes from smelling bad. Somehow that was too much. Like that apparently was too much, but a shitload of Axe body spray, no, that's perfectly acceptable.
He had stinky feet.
It might I think I don't know. It was after gym class, like you don't want to smell bad the rest of the day. I think it was just something I tried out and that was like the only time I
Oh.
did.
Oh, one of those things. Okay.
Yeah,
Thought you
because
had
we
like
had
a foot condition or something.
no, not a condition. Just I didn't want them like to smell really bad potentially.
Mm.
But yeah, I think I only did it like one or two times, and then I just stopped because I was like, yeah, this isn't actually helping, or like I don't need this. In other words.
Yeah. There's a similar spray for athlete's foot. I remember using that as a kid. It had a very strong smell, kind of similar to what you're describing.
Like it was like really powdery or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, almost like that. But we're so off topic right now, I think.
Well, we were a
Yeah.
minute ago with Axe body spray, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So should I go next?
Yes.
Okay, mine are a little less tame. For me, I like to get a jar of olives or pickles and just like down it. Like I don't care. I get the Kalamata olives or I get the manzanilla green or the regular black olives and I eat the whole thing.
Dude, Kalamata olives are the best. I mean, we were talking about this a bit last night for some reason, but yeah, they're the best. Like especially on Greek salads.
Oh, yes. They really are. I just love olives. I put them on anything really.
Hummus, like especially if it, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna get too much into olives.
Let's just have an entire podcast episode about olives and hummus.
I mean, if you want to do it.
The intricacies of olives and all their uses or whatever.
I could do an episode on cheese.
Fuck
Just
it.
about cheese.
Fuck it. Let's put that in the ideas chat.
Yes. That's a guilty pleasure of mine, by the way, cheese. I love cheese. I one of my guilty pleasures is I get different kinds of cheeses and then I eat the entire thing and then I write down what they tasted like.
Hmm.
Anyways, so Heroicus, what's one of yours?
All right. This is another sniffing thing.
Cocaine.
You got me. No. Obviously you can take like a pack of strawberries or blueberries and you can smell them up close and it smells nice. But it pales in comparison to being able to work at a grocery store, go in the produce back room and smell an entire stack of like thousands of strawberries at once. It smells so fucking good.
I never thought to just go to the produce section and just smell the display cases of
Well,
stuff.
the back room. It's not so much in the display case. It's the back room where there's a whole stack of them in the cooler, and yeah, it's just the smell is just intensified by 1,000. It's pretty good, but it's only like you still gotta get like right up to it. You won't smell it like from a distance.
You're back.
Yeah, maybe if you have like a really good nose, maybe. But me, like I don't know. I don't smell it like at a distance. I gotta get a few inches away, and then I'll smell it.
I was gonna say, like, my brief stint at the grocery store, like, it was like, I swear your back room must smell really good because mine just kind of smelled like dying produce sometimes.
Well, our stuff like goes out pretty quick. Um, we do have a lot of stuff that goes bad, but it's typically already out on the floor when it goes bad, and it's like, oh yeah, it's reached its expiration date, or we can see it's like there's some mold on it, and we get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to open one of the containers where we put all the like stuff that's no good anymore, to be taken away, and I think some place takes it and they probably just use it for compost or something.
Mm.
But if you were to smell in one of those containers, yeah, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant because everything in that container is rotting.
Yeah.
All right, you go. Tell us another one of your guilty pleasures.
I can't say how guilty this really is, but I guess it depends on who I'm talking to. Nickelback.
Ah, fuck
Oh,
you.
What? This is the guilty pleasures episode, after all.
thanks, you took that necrophilia and I reacted less.
But what I will say, check out like Nickelback. As far as Nickelback's concerned, like check out their earlier albums, like particularly their second album, The State. It's underrated as fuck. Give it a listen. You might be surprised.
Everyone in the comments, please tell us if you listened to it and how you felt about it.
Tell me if you liked it or hated it or somewhere in between. But anyway, yeah, so Nickelback, there we go. Not much more to say than that. Just go past the radio hits that, everybody knows. Like actually listen a little deeper and you'll find that they're not as bad as they probably are made out to be.
Doubt.
Oh, I see. It's a conspiracy. Um, oh, here's a guilty pleasure of mine is when I'm alone and I have a pizza to myself, I don't even cut it. I just like eat it from the plate.
Huh.
You just bite, like you just kind of bite into it like it's a big flatbread or something, or what?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, to each their own.
I mean, sometimes like we get takeout or whatever from some place, and I'll have like a small pizza and maybe it's like onion rings or fries on the side, and I'll probably eat the whole pizza sometimes if I'm really hungry. But it's like it's small. It's like it's the size of a frisbee maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, in that case, if you're really hungry, then
But
yeah.
yeah,
That sounds good.
Venom, what are you doing in the background? Like, I keep getting weird noises picked up.
Oh, I'm just trying to summon a ghost.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you trying to summon Magica to spell?
Yeah.
I hope so. Anyways, go ahead with your next one, whoever wants to go.
But go ahead. I'm trying to think of another one.
Speaking of Magic at the Spell, make sure to check out our DuckTales episode featuring Wafez.
Please do so.
And if you're watching this in 2023 and beyond, go watch both of the other episodes.
Yeah, a
And
hint at an upcoming episode.
and eventually there'll probably be we might be doing the OG DuckTales. That could even be out if you're in 2023 or beyond.
And then afterwards, make sure to go to the episode where we cover 6 Foot's funeral. That one's really exciting.
Yeah,
Also, check out our OnlyFans.
yeah. We're having
I'm sorry, what?
on our OnlyFans. We're having like a extended version of this, which covers all of our kinks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll be yeah, it's only what is it, $200 a month?
Yeah. You know,
An hour.
at some point, somebody's actually going to be like, "Bro, why don't you put the link in the description?" Well, that's not even a real thing.
It's super secret. The government shouldn't know, you know? We have to hide it.
Yeah, it's kind of like T-Mac Lucas.
Yeah, T-Mac Lucas.
It's an underground thing.
Yeah.
It's only spread through word of mouth.
We should do an episode on that.
Maybe.
Spread the word.
Our favorite Anyway, we're getting carried away.
Yeah, we're getting really carried away. So for me, my next one would be, what is something that I would consider a guilty pleasure? I'm trying to think of something. If you guys have one, go ahead while I think.
I guess since we were just talking about it, I guess in a weird way, saying like mentioning that I've watched the DuckTales reboot. Well, the DuckTales reboot is a bit of a guilty pleasure just because it's a good show, but it's not one that I would go around telling people necessarily. Like, oh yeah, I've watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. We could all say that. Yeah.
I mean,
We
I
watch
guess
children's shows.
like I might tell a few friends and you guys, of course, but and then maybe I don't know, not many other people.
I guess it's similar to me. How I like the Frozen movies, and it's like, yeah, I don't really go around telling everybody that because pretty much the reaction is always like, really? I had like one person I told IRL, and they were just kind of like, no, that's nice. They didn't really think anything of weird about it.
Also, off topic for 1 second, I was working earlier tonight. Well, you guys know that already, but for the audience,
You
'cause
were?
we had this group of I think they were like 6 customers, and they were all like, I don't know what, like they were very colorful people, let's just say, like with like their hair dyes and their whatever else they were wearing. But one of them literally looked almost like a gothic Elsa from Frozen. Well, I mean, we knew that already.
Yeah, no. Someone sent me a picture of like a Photoshop of like gothic Elsa, and I'm just like, oh, this looks fucking horrible.
with
Looks like
like
they tried. Looks
with like
like they
ice
tried
blue
to.
eyeshadow and all that.
Not really. It was just like just just pure goth shit. It basically just looked like if they tried to turn Elsa into a fucking Bratz doll.
Sorry, I was
Uh,
referring to the girl I saw at work today. Like she had
oh,
like
I
ice
thought you were
blue.
saying in reference to what I was saying. Like, did it
No,
look like this?
yeah, she had blonde hair and oh my god, excuse me. Yeah, like I said, like ice blue kind of eyeshadow, fucking ice blue hoodie with white text on it. I wasn't paying too much attention to what else, but basically, anyway, we're off topic again.
Um, let's see. What's a guilty pleasure that I would. I'm still trying to think. I can't think of anything
All
because I'm
right.
guilty about everything I do.
Oh, I got another quick one. So for some reason, it's like if I get even like a little bit tipsy or drunk, I just have this urge to watch. You guys know Cuphead?
Yes.
So like they just put the show on Netflix, like they made a Netflix series out of it. So it's basically like when I go to bed and I'm like drunk or whatever, I just watch an episode or two of Cuphead. But it's like for some reason I can only enjoy it when I'm not sober. I don't know
Hmm.
why. But
That's
like
interesting.
it's another thing where I mean it's like a family Netflix account, so they can if they go onto my profile they can see like, continue watching and then Cuphead, but other than that it's like I'm not gonna tell anybody like, oh yeah, I've seen that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
I don't know, it's kind of it's just a goofy little cartoon. I don't know how else to describe it. Kind of a retro, like kind of a retro looking one too, if
Oh
you
yeah.
know anything about it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's a fun show. I'd probably go out of my way to watch it at some point when I
Hmm.
get a Netflix account.
um.
Oh.
uh,
Uh. Sorry. What?
yeah, I was about to say. Another one of mine is shitty movies.
Ah,
So
yes.
like this, it can be something like The Room, for example, or dare I say, Suicide Squad 2016.
Ugh.
Mm.
It's like it's a horrible movie, yes, but it's just kind of fun to watch and laugh at how fucking awful it is. Like that's pretty much the theme of this one is just movies that are genuinely bad, but you can just kind of sit and have a fucking laugh.
Hmm. I remember Suicide Squad, like, like you said, the 2016 one. I remember, like, I just finished high school and it was, it was like, they pumped so much money into the marketing for that movie. It wasn't even funny. And
Hmm.
it was everywhere. Like this beach town that I went to. You guys probably know which one, but I'm not going to say for anonymity's sake. It was like t-shirt shops fucking everywhere, like Suicide Squad merch, and I didn't get any, of course, but it was everywhere. And then I went to go see it. And I'm like, I mean, it was okay, And then months later, when it came to DVD, my dad was watching it, and I think I made it about halfway through, and I'm like, fuck this, and just walked out.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was like,
I,
I've seen enough cancer for today.
yeah, honestly, the best part of that movie was probably Harley, and I still just like I don't like her outfit in that movie. Really, her outfit definitely got better in Suicide Squad 2021.
Which watch our episode of that too, fellas.
Yeah, that's our first episode actually.
Yeah, what does it have now? Like
um,
6 views, 7 views.
no, I think it's got more than that. A lot more actually. Let me look. But yeah, yeah, even her outfit in What was it? Birds of Prey wasn't that good, and it was still better than the fucking Suicide Squad one.
Mm.
It has 57 views.
Oh
Probably.
wow.
Let me see.
And
Most
that's probably
popular.
just from people looking for anything Suicide Squad related, and they just
Yeah,
stumble on that.
it's the most popular episode we've had. It's still our first one.
Hmm. Let's see, another guilty pleasure. Every once in a blue moon, I'll drink pickle juice, like just a sip or two's worth.
Oh,
I
interesting.
guess, I guess, like going back a little bit to food, like you were mentioning olives in the beginning.
Mm.
One of these days, I don't know if I actually tried it, but I kind of want to, even if it's. No, I might have did. I might have tried it one time. Do you guys know what a pickle shot is?
Yeah, that does not sound good in the
It's not. It's
slightest.
not. It's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be bad. It's vodka and pickle juice, and put it in a
Ah,
shot glass, and you drink it.
I don't
Obviously.
even like vodka, but why would you ruin some good vodka like that?
Oh, you don't have to use good vodka.
Any vodka is good vodka compared to fucking pickle juice.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I've only had Smirnoff, which is like that's like the bottom shelf cheap vodka that like all the college girls like.
Are
Yeah.
you a college girl?
Not anymore.
Yes.
Not
uh,
long ago, but not
not
anymore.
one. I see.
You know, like
I
the
have a
girls like
guilty
all the
pleasure.
fucking flavored vodka, like the cotton candy or the fucking I don't know what other. Like probably any flavor you could think of, they've got it.
I've had, I think I've had vanilla, and then the other one I had lemon, and I cannot stomach vodka. I'm not a big alcohol drinker.
Uh, That might be for the best.
But I will say, oh hey, a guilty pleasure of mine are uh, those Seagram's wine coolers. You know that like the middle-aged women drink.
Seagram's wine coolers. Let me look them up.
I think they're like called Seagram Escapes or something.
Wine cooler.
Because I will,
Oh, it's not actually a wine cooler. It's oh yeah, I've actually seen these. Okay,
yeah,
never never tried them, but yeah.
I love them. They're really good, and I always feel weird drinking them though.
Yeah, I think I've only tried like again with Smirnoff. Like they have like Smirnoff Ice. Like they're very similar to the Seagrams what you just described, and they have like the
Yeah,
different flavors or whatever. Like they're pre-mixed. They're ready to drink. I think I've only tried. Fuck. It might have been like grape or something like that. I forget, like grape something. I mean, they're tasty drinks. It's just they got a lot of sugar in them.
yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna drink alcohol, you might want to have like one or two of those at most. Otherwise, if you have them over a long enough period of time, you're gonna fucking gain weight because it's like alcohol plus sugar. Your liver's
Mhm.
gonna metabolize the alcohol first, and then what's left over is sugar, and it's almost like your body just doesn't know what to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah. So drink with moderation, as you should with all alcohol.
Mhm.
Guilty pleasure. I have another one. If you guys don't have any,
Go ahead.
I really like uh, musicals, like old musicals,
How old?
like not modern.
Well, like what's not modern to you? Like 40s, 50s,
Well,
60s, or
I'm meaning
before
like
that?
not in this century. Like it's like
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Wait, not in this century. So this century is the 21st
21st.
century.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. I just like I like all kinds of musicals. Old ones especially. It helps if it's like Soundtime or something. He passed away recently, by the way. Not recently, a couple months ago.
What was his name?
Steven Sondheim.
No, I'm not familiar, sadly.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, that was him. But that is him, right? Sweeney Todd. I don't want to give you misinformation, so let me look it up. Sweeney Todd.
We're gonna get fucking fact checked once this podcast comes out. We're gonna get a fucking, this fucking video contains false information.
Good. They can cry about it.
Okay, so he was the composer, the playwright, and the lyricist. Okay, so I was right for once in my life. But stuff like that does go good.
Oh.
But anyone else got something?
I got something actually pretty related. I got sorry, I'm typing it in to YouTube. But it's shit. Can somebody else talk? I gotta look it up.
All right, so one that I have is, and this will be a future podcast episode apparently, a movie tie-in games. They're fucking horrible almost 90% of the time, but there's just a special fucking charm about them because they're so fucking ass.
Yes. I think I've played a couple. I've played an Incredibles DS game.
Venom, you just typed in hairy men wrestling. What the fuck? Is that your guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them are some good ones. Is like there's one for Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, and then one for Return of the King, and those are actually pretty well done. The entire cast from the movies, at least the characters that are, in the game, they did lent their voices for the game, which was pretty nice.
Tie-in games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. No, I was as you were starting to talk, I was still looking for it. So.
Yeah, and then sometimes, there's some other ones that are like they're charming, but they're also ass. Like the Incredibles game is it's got a charm to it. It's fun in some areas, but it's like there's also some levels that just absolutely suck and they're bullshit hard. And
yeah,
I
was actually because you were actually like starting to it's like I thought you were talking about movie tie-in games, and I was thinking of The Incredibles. Yeah, some levels are fun as hell. Like, well, frustrating if you die. Like the ones where you fight like what's it called, the Omnidroid or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the big robot. But yeah, like the really bullshit levels are like where you play as Dash or Violet. Like I think Violet only had one level. That was kind of like a stealth one, which if I were to do that now, probably be a lot better because I've played all the Arkham games, but it's still just kind of bullshit the way it's done.
Yeah, it's not well done. It's like her power just wears off after seconds, so it's like you have to. Yeah, it just kind of sucked. It didn't do very well.
And then once you're spotted, it's just like fucking like she just kind of just like falls to her knees and just kind of gives up, or
yeah, pretty much.
Because like none of the heroes actually die. Like if you just like lose all your health,
they just
you don't actually die. They just kind of collapse or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. And actually, I just went over to an entertainment store that I go to every so often, and I browsed through. I was initially just trying to find an additional PS3 controller, but they didn't have any. So I looked through the games and I found the tie-in game for Monsters Incorporated. So I'm gonna be checking that out at some point. It looks, just from the box art alone, it's one of those games. And this was a reoccurring theme in a lot of the older ones. It's like it's all puzzle based, and it's like, oh, you got to push things around and whatever, and like those can sometimes be kind of fun, but I don't know. I just got the feeling it's also gonna be fucking terrible, and I'm
Yeah,
excited to check it out.
I got yeah. That's the impression I got from when you posted that. I'm thinking like I don't think it's one of those games where you play like through the story like The Incredibles. It's not like probably
Yeah,
gonna be an action game. It's probably gonna be a bunch of mini games or whatever, like Toy Story.
yeah, probably.
But are y'all done, or do you have anything more to say?
I have one more, but go ahead.
Well, go ahead because mine's kind of going back to what Venom said.
All right. Um, I do sometimes like punishing myself in video games by playing on hard difficulties. This started when I got into the God of War games, and I've only done it for the first three, where I've completed every difficulty. I'm not really gonna bother with the others because like the two PSP ports, they don't play super well. They're not as fluid. And then Ascension is kind of bullshit hard, so I'm not gonna bother there. But I recently 100% completed God of War 2018, and I'm doing one last run for now, where I'm playing it on Give Me God of War, and I have the Zeus armor, which you already pretty much die in one hit on that version, on that difficulty, I mean. But at least the Zeus armor gives you a massive strength buff. So you can pretty much kill some enemies in like one or two hits. Um,
Sorry,
so yeah.
I just have to say real quick. You said one last run.
Yeah, because I went and replayed the story, and then I went and played it again on Give Me a Challenge. I did the whole story again. I did a couple of the Valkyrie fights on that difficulty, but then it started proving to be really a pain in the ass, so I switched back to just regular difficulty, finished them off, collected everything, and then I went and started it a third time on the hardest difficulty possible. That was after I 100% got all the achievements. So now I'm just for kicks. I'm trying to beat like the hardest difficulty just so I can have that, and bragging rights, I guess.
Nice.
You went on this whole thing, but the reason I asked one last run is because that's the name of a Nickelback song on their second album that
Say
you all
again.
should listen to. That you said like I mentioned like I asked one last run because that's the name of a
Fuck
Nickelback song
you!
on their
Fuck
fucking second
you!
album.
Fuck you! But yeah, I don't know. It's fun to do the hard difficulties. It can hurt. It can be painful. But I'm open to trying it on other games. I want to do the two Last of Us games on hardest, the two hardest difficulties. See if I can
Hmm.
manage to do it. I'm not a masochist. I just want to test my limits.
Try
Venom.
try Dark Souls, Venom says in the chat.
Maybe eventually.
But
Anyway, Six. Go ahead with your finale.
yeah, it's not a grand finale. Well, it is a grand finale if you go and watch this video. It's the fucking best thing you'll see all week. I promise you that. You and the audience.
I doubt it.
Um I'm not kidding. This thing is fucking spectacular. Venom. I might have showed you this already. I'm not sure, but I guess somewhat of a guilty pleasure. Not really, but um so and I've already like I said I already put the link in the chat here. It's Ambassadors of Harmony, so I guess they're like a big group. And so this video was showed to me I took a music theory class in 12th grade, and like our teacher showed us this video and it was fucking amazing. It's called 76 Trombones, and so the title of the video is Ambassadors of Harmony, 76 Trombones from the Music Man. The YouTube channel's Barbershop Harmony Society. This thing is fucking amazing. I kid, like, especially the end. Like, if you think it's impressive, like the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, the end is just like, oh my fucking god. But the thing is, it's like so far and away from anything I would normally listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's somewhat of a musical, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Do we have any more?
Yeah,
I got
that was
nothing.
my
I'm
great.
done.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Okay, let me add on to the topic of your music. So you're just like you just like musicals, or just that specifically?
Well, yeah, like a lot of the like most of what I listen to is gonna be like rock or metal or whatever, but like every now and then there'll be something that's just like completely far and away from that genre that I end up just kind of liking, and this is one of them.
Mm. Oh, I actually just came up with another guilty pleasure. May I go?
Sure.
Old school monster movies.
Like Nosferatu or
That, but like a little bit like what's the Universal horror monsters and shit with
what do you mean?
Bela Lugosi and Christopher Lee with the Hammer horror Dracula.
Hmm.
That kind of stuff. Those old horror movies where it's just like they're not even scary anymore.
Yeah. Back then they were, but not by today's standards.
Yes. Okay, guys, I think we've had enough of this topic. Maybe we can do another episode on this down in the down the road. Thank you
Down in my
everyone for
ass.
listening. Yeah, down in Six's ass. Thank you for everyone for listening to us, and this has been Venom, Heroicus, and 6 Foot signing off.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments what your guilty pleasures are. We'd be interested to hear. We might even
Mhm.
respond or like your comment.
And if you have any kinks, just head over to the OnlyFans and let us know. Maybe even for a fee, we might even perform some of them for you.
We might even give you a discount.
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm taking all their money. I need to fill up my money bin.
Get some Heroicus bath water.
You need to fill up your fucking Scrooge McDuck vault with
Yeah.
OnlyFans money.
No, I'm not filling up Scrooge's vault. I'll get my own money bin.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm comparing your vault to Scrooge McDuck's. The one you'll have
That's
because
what's implied by saying money bin, you dumb fuck.
you ass.
You tit. Anyways, goodbye.
Bye,
Thanks for
everyone.
listening.